Yeah, yo. Woke up in the morning and to God be the glory. Thankful for another day to tell my story. Put my opinions in the universe and let them orbit. I'm from the dirty south with a dirty mouth, might need orbit. Miss things on me like a nigga Norbit. Had to refuse them cause my bitch no Resfusion, she gorgeous. As I dap my sons up and kiss my daughter forehead. Tell them we gon' get this money till my pockets morbid. Remember living in apartments, now we playing mortgage. You ain't gotta like a nigga regardless, baby, I'm blessed. And I keep that blick with me, we like grits and eggs. As you sip your coffee, flick your cigarette and let a nigga vent.
Yeah. We back. We back. Grits and Eggs podcast. Episode 59.
Ooh.
I'm your host, Deontay Kyle, but who's behind the camera?
The best there was, the best there is, the best there will be. Big Ice Cup!
Alright, nigga. I see what type of day to take on me.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't see a nigga for 3 days. Man. Just come pop up on you.
Pop up on you with some new shit.
Yeah. With the new hotness.
Yeah.
As always, for your music submissions, advice, Deontay at DeontayKyle.com. Also for merch, we do have some merch announcements. All right, so we're going to be retiring a few items. The OG hoodie and beanie and all hoodies in general. The movement merch will be retired here soon. And the orange, green, and pink bubble letter hater merch will be retired soon. All these will stay through April and then retire. All apparel will be 15% off until April 15th. Just apparel. So, DeontayKyle.com for that merch. 657-234-EGGS to call in. That's 657-234-3447. Call in for advice. We got a few advice segments today.
All right.
3 emails.
Ooh.
And then we're going to wrap this thing up and we're going to record that New Music Monday.
New Music Mondays.
Yeah. I'm still not freestyling yet. And one more week. I think episode 5.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Yeah, all right.
We'll give him something. We'll give him a little something. I got something I've been working on. That nigga Akeem Ali been rapping his ass off. I was just like, maybe I want to get back in there too. Deontay.Kyle on all platforms. What's your plug?
BIGG_KAT89 on Instagram and Big Ice Cup Cat on TikTok.
Yeah, word. Man, how you feeling?
I feel good, bro. I feel well rested.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was trying to get it with you yesterday, but nah, it wasn't happening.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been on a real socialite shit.
Yeah.
I've been a bit of a fucking attention whore.
Wow.
I just say you get invited places, you just popping up. I'm just popping up.
Yeah.
I wasn't home for 2 days, all type of shit. I was just in the city. I was on the Beltline on the scooter.
The nigga just everywhere.
I'm everywhere. Timberland pop up in Ponce Market. Yeah, that should be a vibe though. That should be a vibe. Man, that shit was great. Man, I'm meeting people though. Like, you know how that shit goes. We got the man behind the plan for real. We're gonna put his name out there.
Yeah.
But the man,
he's the man with the plan for sure.
Really the man with the plan.
Yeah, he is.
Really is.
Yeah.
So, just another eventful weekend, man. Out there catching some pollen.
Hey, listen.
On the Beltline, finna die. I'm zooming. I'm like, God damn.
Just pollen all in your face.
All in your face.
Trees disrespectful.
Money shots for everybody.
Literally. It's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can just rewrap your car with yellow pollen. Like, this shit is nasty work. You ain't even no point of going to get a car wash.
Nah, the car wash was wrapped around the block.
Yeah. And
but it's going to be right back green.
As soon as you go and you park, you're going to come back, your shit going to be right back.
Shit is green.
Yeah, this shit going to be bad news. But other than that, man, it should have been a good week, bro. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Tomorrow make 2 weeks. Time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. This shit been real business shit though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, real business. It's been good though. Been good to me, man. I'm ecstatic, nigga. Shit has been a great week. Ryan Davis. Do you know who that is?
The comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on the Breakfast Club, right?
Recently.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So he had a comedy special come out. Well, not he put it out himself on Patreon for $10. I went and checked it out. Support the brother. That nigga's funny as hell.
Yeah, he's definitely hilarious.
He been funny for a long time,
Yeah.
but it's like I've never seen any of his like. I've seen stand-up clips and things like that, but never seen a full special from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard he was going through some struggles with like trying to get his shit sold to Netflix and things like that. And they trying to say he don't have the numbers, but bro do millions, like literal millions of views like a week.
They just pick and choose who they want. That's what it is.
Yeah. They be in that tight-knit inner circle because
Yeah.
you know how many unfunny fucking Netflix specials have come out? Like, didn't laugh once.
Yeah.
10 minutes in, 15 minutes in. It's like, let's go and turn this shit off. Turn this TV off. This nigga's not funny at all. But he bet on himself. He put it out. I'm hoping that it's getting a good reception. I checked it out. I think you should check it out too. If you like comedy, you want to support the black comedians that are just saying fuck the big networks, I'm just gonna do it ourselves. It's on Patreon. It's $10. It's well worth $10. I paid $20 for a comedy special. Ali Sadiq, my two sons, he released it on this app called Moment, or this website called Moment. That nigga Ali Sadiq is hilarious.
Yo, he's funny.
Bro.
And it's like a build up to the joke.
Man, the crazy, like his storytelling ability is crazy. And then he don't just do like these hour specials. It'd be like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But it don't feel like it. Like Ali Sadiq, and my two sons, I would recommend that shit to anybody. Like when I seen it was 20, I was like, I don't watch the last 4 for free on YouTube.
Yeah.
I might as well go fuck with him. You know, you gotta show him some love because he gave us one of the greatest stand-up series of all time that I've seen, as far as carrying a 4-part series about your life and being hilarious the whole time.
It's just like the domino effect, right?
The domino effect, yeah. It was 4 parts to it. And the last part was 2 hours, and it's still smoke.
Yeah.
He still smoke. He gave you 5 hours of stand-up.
That's tough.
Killed that in a span of months.
Yeah.
All new material, all new stories, things you never heard before, things he probably will never repeat again, which in that aspect is just a skill in itself to be able to tell the story of life. And niggas know it's real. You can't make that shit up.
No, you can't make
half of that shit. You can't make that shit up. And to be funny about it,
Yeah.
man, on the second stand-up, nigga was dead crying, then went right into a joke.
Yo.
Talented.
Powerful.
Generational talent.
Yeah.
So I checked it out. Me and one of my buddies, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Said, man, that shit was funny as hell. We was in there dying laughing the whole time, bro. I was like, yeah, that shit was well worth $20.
I believe it.
Yeah, that shit like renting a movie back in the day.
Yeah, it's like a blockbuster.
Yeah, it's a blockbuster. Yeah, that shit was hard though. But he give out plenty of shit for free. So it's like when these comedians and are betting on themselves because these networks won't give them their just due, I think it's our responsibility as communities, if we find them funny and we want to support them, to support them.
Yeah.
Speaking of supporting, the Grits and X podcast is $8 on Patreon.
$8?
Ain't nothing but $8. We showing a lot of love over there.
Yeah.
We're recording another episode tomorrow.
Hey,
I mean, and every time I feel like it just gets funny. I think we got to top that Blubber Nuggets episode. Though.
Yeah, that shit was
Top
hilarious.
that. We got to top that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come back. We're gonna bring Derek in the building.
I found that a lot of people don't know how to take jokes no more, fam, with the Blubber Nugget episode.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my God, Deontay sold out. He's gonna sell out. Like what? It's a joke.
Niggas clearly joking.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Niggas, I said I'm trying to decrease the population by 75%. They're like, this nigga selling out.
Yeah.
Nigga, I can't do that.
What kind of power do you think I have?
Who do you think I have? I'm just a man with a mic. Golly. I can't put no artificial sun over Antarctica. I can't do that.
To club a baby seal is illegal.
It's illegal.
We can't
Like
do that.
The Humane Society publicly execute us.
Yeah. For all the polar bears.
But yeah, I would say we having fun over there. And, you know, honestly, I open it up to suggestions for topics on the podcast. We got a rolling book recommendation thread going on right now. I do some like little exclusive top 5s. Like the last top 5 I did on there was the top 5 problematic rappers.
Okay.
Of course, number 1 was I think was it Diddy? I don't know. I know I threw Kodak in there. Somebody said Mystical. I was like, hey, oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, all right. But we just open it up to discussion. We just over there having fun, building community.
Right.
We exchange articles. We exchange a lot of shit. A lot of information is being exchanged over there. And people it's love over there, bro. So come be a part of the cousin community. We all cousins over there. We over there kicking it. I think that just speaks to like the first thing is just like the power of betting on yourself. Because Ryan Davis, he bet on himself. Ali Sadiq's been betting on himself. Someone like Cat Williams betting on himself. Even if something, as problematic as Tyler Perry is, bet on himself. Cat Williams just bought a military base in Alabama. Going to turn that into a movie studio. We see 50 doing that in Shreveport, Louisiana. I mean, it's when you can't depend on the greater society, you got to depend on the people. Like that, really betting on yourself is showing like, I believe the people will support me. I believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the people, BIA, Podcast of the Year Award. Then double back, AAMBC Literary Podcast of the Year Award. Nominee, 2 nominations.
Oh.
Because we just been in here doing our thing. We've been cooking up.
Just grinding.
Grinding it out.
That's it.
Week to week.
That's it.
We've been hitting them twice a week lately.
Yeah. They loving it.
They loving it.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like, I felt confident enough in the people that like, the love and support and the outpour of like respect and the shit that I get in the street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen it. Firsthand.
The love that we getting in the street is like, I know you be behind them.
Yeah, because I can't deal with that shit. It's just niggas coming up, hey brother, hey listen man, listen. It's just like my personality. I got to feel you out first. Like you're more of a talkative. Like you can just talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Me, I have to like, who is this nigga?
Word. Yeah.
But yeah. So
you play the back though.
Yeah, I love playing the back.
Yeah,
I love playing the back. So. Pause that too. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, it was crazy. Yeah,
hey, fucking yo.
Yeah,
we're gonna let that slide because we showing love.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
yeah.
God damn, son. Niggas love playing the back.
Love that.
All right, calm down.
I'm a big fan myself.
All right. God damn it.
But I think betting on yourself in anything is like, it's a risk. It's scary, but it's better to just do it scared. I wasn't sure how this thing was gonna land. I had a whole bunch of fear, like, damn, the second that I do it, everybody gonna unsubscribe from the Patreon.
Fuck this nigga.
You out the truck? Yeah. Run it, guys. Fuck him. Let's up and fall right on his face. Yeah. Like, god damn. But it's just fear. It's just irrational fear. But you gotta trust. Like, I trust that like this thing that we've been doing, this thing we've been building, is sustainable, and it's sustaining the people. We're giving them value, and their way of exchanging the value is investing in us. Yeah. And only thing it does is help us provide more value. But the power, bro, the power of betting on yourself is not just it's not this uncalculated risk that you're taking. It's a very calculated risk.
Yeah.
Ryan Davis knew he trusted his numbers. You know what I'm saying? Ali Sadiq, he trusted like, hey. When I go on show and I go to these theaters, I sell the fuck out, and everybody leaves happy. Yeah. And I do millions of views on YouTube. Why not? I should be able to do that on my own. Right. And this is our craft. You want to pay people for their craft. You want to pay people for, the time that they invest into doing things, and that goes to other things. This is why we support Coffee Black. They bet on themselves. Right. They said, fuck it, we gonna go to Ethiopia. We're gonna go to Ethiopia. And we're gonna find our own supply chain. Right. This is why we fuck with CIRCA Scent. She doing that all out the house herself. All these artists that we display on our walls, it's like these people are betting on themselves and their talents to sustain them. Right. And I think that that's important for us in the Black community, especially when we start talking about this whole like segregation thing coming up. We're gonna have to bet on ourselves as Black people. Right. We're gonna have to trust that we'll support each other. A part of that is the practice of boycotting, right? Now, we've been giving Target hell. We've been tearing Target ass up.
Target can't win.
They can't win. I fucked around. I was at the Panera the other day, and I was, because the boys was in Muay Thai, and I was like waiting on them. I don't like to be there while they do it. I just like stay out the way so they don't be looking to me for approval and shit. And I'm in the Panera. I'm like looking at the Target, and I was like, damn, I got like $80 on a Target gift card. It's the last they'll ever get out of me. And then I went in there, and a young lady that worked there was like, oh my God. I was like, hey, keep that shit low.
Yeah.
Keep it low. Don't let niggas know.
Yeah, you ain't see me in here.
Don't let niggas know I was in here. I'm going against the grain right now. Right. But when I left, I was like, you know what? It's so easy not to go back in here. Yeah. And the shit that I get is like shit I could have got anywhere, but it was just like convenient. And that's the part. That convenience. If you live on Chapel Hill, it's just like the Target right there. Why would I drive to Highway 5 to go to Walmart or anywhere else. But I think that these are like targeted things. Like, no pun intended, these are targeted things. The way that Target went about doing things to say, like, after George Floyd's death, like, we're going to invest in black community and black businesses, and they invested in all these black businesses and, you know, Tab and all these different other, what they call them? Ghetto Gastro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. To put these people in your stores and then to roll, like, to say, yo, we ain't fucking with the DEI shit no more. Basically saying, fuck you to black people.
Yeah.
When every goddamn Juneteenth, y'all rolling out some T-shirts, or every Black History Month, y'all rolling out some goddamn T-shirts, pandering to niggas for the money, because black people spend a whopping $12 million a day at Target.
12 million?
A day. 12 million.
Just black people?
Just black people.
12 million?
12 million.
God damn.
And we don't spend $12 million on none of our own businesses every day. Nah. And it's the convenience. It's the convenience. I'm not tripping. I understand why. But the reason the Montgomery bus boycott, it lasted damn near 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
And we have so many options. You know, this is the idea of Amazon becoming a search engine, right? Amazon, you go in there and you find the stuff you're looking for, and then they always have the company listed. And then you go buy directly from the company on their website, and you're probably going to get it for cheaper. And yeah, it might not come in Amazon Prime in 2 days, but you don't need that shit in 2 days for real.
You don't.
If you're buying it offline, you was already expecting to wait 3 to 5 business days. And if you needed it right now, you would go to the store and buy it right now. So I think, you know, that's me. I crossed the line. I crossed the picket line.
Okay.
But I ain't spend my own money. Well, I did spend my own money, but it was on a gift card.
Yeah.
I don't know how much better that makes it. But I mean, hey man, we saw a viewer when we was in there. She was excited as hell to see me.
Right.
I was like, damn, baby, you almost never saw me because I'm holding the line.
Right.
But shit, I'm glad I went in there because she was showing crazy love. And they was her and her coworker was like, bro, we watch this shit all the time. Like we back here. That's how we get through work, talking about y'all shit.
Damn.
So I had a reason to be in the Target. What's in your wallet? What's your issue? Why you in there?
Not what's in your wallet.
Yeah.
Capital One ass nigga here.
Yeah. What's in your wallet? $8? Subscribe to the Patreon.
Swipe your Capital One card.
Swipe that Capital One. Yeah.
You and Samuel Jackson. Yeah. Swipe them up.
Yeah, swipe that bitch. But I think that this is the betting on ourselves is connected to how we boycott.
Right.
We're not giving y'all the money no more. If that $12 million even goes down to $2 million, that's a hit.
That's a major hit.
That's crazy. Yeah, and if we get it below, we're not gonna get every nigga to stop shopping at Target. Most people don't care about the greater struggles of working class people or black people, even if they are black themselves. You know, there's some classism involved in that as well. Target used to be this is like the opposite of Walmart. So people feel very bougie when they walk into Target. Target's a nice store. Nice store, very convenient.
Got nice
taxing your ass to be in there. Taxing you. Let you steal. You can steal. Because once you cross that felony threshold, they come to get your ass. Them niggas got CIA cameras in. I used to work at Target. Funny enough, it's like I worked at Target when I was like 18. I used to go at like 4 a.m, unload the trucks, and then stock the shelves. And I fucked around. I was on probation. I was smoking weed with my goddamn supervisor like every day. Me and this nigga cool as fuck. This nigga like a retired, but he was like an ex-Crip. He was like a Crip.
An ex-Crip?
Yeah, he's like an ex-Crip. He retired from Crippin'.
Yeah, with the Target?
Yeah, he's supervisor.
To wear red?
Yeah. Oh, crazy work.
Crazy.
No, real retirement.
Yeah.
I mean, really changed his mind.
Changed his life.
Yeah, changed everything. We was at his crib smoking one day. I was like, damn. I done got so comfortable doing it. I was like, damn, I got to go to fucking probation tomorrow. Of course they drug test me, like, of course, naturally.
Yeah.
The times when you don't smoke, they'll never drug test you. When you finally do decide to hit the weed, it's like they know. They're like a sixth sense or some shit. Yeah. So I felt that I had to go to jail for 14 days and then fucked around and they didn't hold that job down for me. I missed that job too, man. That shit was lit. Like I was getting a nice little check. They was giving me overtime and shit. Like I was lit. I was wearing that red and khaki in there doing my shit. But the thing is like these targeted boycotts for us are just not even only a way of standing in solidarity with one another, but it shows the power of our dollar. It's a very powerful dollar that we have. But it also shows these corporations like we're not going to be like, you're not going to like use us as pawns, and you're not going to pander to us whenever it's convenient for you just to continue to make money. And, you know, we'll take our money elsewhere. We've been kicked out of better places, to be honest. That's the perseverance of black people, is just to understand that, like, out of all the atrocities we've been through, we still here, we still creating, we still laughing, we still having a good time. We still gonna show up at the function and put that shit on and dance and kiki with one another and go home and have a good time. And our money is pivotal to the bet that we're placing on ourselves. You know, me and Big Cat, we're trying to get Big Cat off the tarmac, but the fact that I was willing to bet on myself has opened up so many new doors for me, and you'll start to see what's behind those doors in the next few coming months, because I've been putting that shit together, brother. Yeah, I've been on that Google Meet putting it down.
That you have,
yeah,
brother.
Google Calendar.
Yeah,
I got the Grits and Eggs calendar with the dates marked in. Yeah, we doing our thing. Special guest coming in July.
Oh, I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Man, that's gonna be a great episode. The people gonna love that one.
Yeah, they gonna love it.
Yeah, but I just think, you know, we got to think about. We talked about it last week, but I want to talk about it on a more broader scale. Is the effects that a possible, you know, overt segregation could bring to like these institutions and the prison industrial complex, where post freedom of the slaves and during the Reconstruction, how many black men and women were just thrown into prison? Mostly black men to work these chain gangs, but how many black men were just thrown into prison for no reason, you know? And now we looking at it like this: how many black men have to be on tens all the time now because they use that 13th Amendment as a loophole for slavery? And then what is the potential mistreatment that's going to happen to the prisoners? Because we know they got Aryan Brotherhood and all type of neo-Nazi groups inside of prisons. But how does that, those small towns are sustained by those prisons. Those small towns build their generational wealth off of us being incarcerated. Wallow does a really good breakdown of this and talking about this, but I think that the more important thing is for us to understand how many industries are afloat because of us. Not even because of our, like, in a situation like that, just keeping entire generations of family afloat off of us being incarcerated. And sometimes wrongfully convicted, but oftentimes us being caught up in this program and it got us thinking the streets is the way and a way out, and it's really a way in. Yeah. And it's a way into feeding another family. You know, you're sustaining families off of this shit. And we need to rethink our what is our relationship with being in chains, because it seems like some brothers will get out in the street and after doing such a stretch, they don't even want to be on the street no more. They'd rather go back to where it's easy. You know, it's easy. They institutionalized. They never had to worry about their basic necessities. And maybe if you're a real enough nigga, or you a stand-up guy, or you got a trade or a skill that you can utilize to save yourself from the bullshit while you're in prison, you just rather be in there. I cut hair, I do tattoos, I got a trade, or I do welding. I'm working most of the day, so it is what it is. You know, I ain't got to really worry about too much confrontation. I just understand the politics of prison, and I can just get by and do my time. But I don't have to worry about the pressures of the free world. And I think that we need to be mindful of, you know, how many men will be wrongfully convicted, how many women are going to be wrongfully convicted, and you know, just shuttled into free prison labor, damn near free. Yeah. And the private prison industry is incumbent on bodies staying in there. So it's not even about crime anymore. It's about how slighted we are by the justice system, where it's like, yeah, you might get wrongfully convicted. You might get convicted. You might be sentenced as an adult, as a 16-year-old. But that's a lifetime worth of labor. It's a lifetime of labor. And so then what are these sentences really about? Are these sentences about what's equitable to the crime, like equitable punishment for the crime, or is these sentences about how much labor can you how much labor should you have to pay until you get out? How much damn near free labor? It's free, basically. It's a couple pennies a day, a quarter and some pennies a day, and you know that's your 28 cents a day, some shit like that, like $1 or something a day. That ain't no money.
No.
A day? Shit, you might as well go work at Shein's factory, yeah. Might well go work for fucking Forever 21 factory or some shit. Fuck, Timo. Just go work in one of those. Yeah. I think that we need to be very vigilant about not only how we're going to be interacting with one another, but our interactions with the police, our day-to-day interactions. Like, you have to stay out of jail. It's going to be very important to be an upstanding citizen and figure out how to do it the right way. And do it. The slow money is better than no money, for real. That slow motion better than no motion, for real. It's going to be very important, because if you don't think they're going to try to reach back to get some of you niggas locked up for them PPP loans, you crazy. Mm-hmm. They got the information. They are, for whatever reason, one reason or the other, black people have overcome not only like just a class warfare and a race warfare, but a extremely spiritual warfare. This constant nagging at us, this constant fucking with us. This idea of how many black people are moving around in the world with these people on their mind before they make decisions. How many black people haven't defended themselves because they know that these cowards will call the police, and that's really a big fear for a lot of black people, self included. I don't fuck with that police shit. I don't like that shit. You mention the police to me, you might as well go ahead and seal it and deal it, because it's over with. I'm not dealing with you no more. I don't like no police business. But the institutional level of segregation and its potential to impact your life as a prisoner is something you have to be very mindful of. You can get your ass locked up over something petty, and now you're in a labor camp. And that's how they've constructed it. They've just transferred the plantation over into the Department of Corrections. And it's going to be important for us to this is why we advocate for these trades and things like that. Skip the prison part. Skip the labor. Because that's all it's about. It's about your labor at the end of the day. It's not about the crime and punishment no more. It hasn't been for a long time. But it's about putting you in that school so you understand how to operate off a bell and walk in single file lines long enough for them to go ahead and funnel your ass into that prison system. And I just think about it Reconstruction era, black people are utilizing the skills that they learned while enslaved to make a way for themselves. So they put harmful stereotypes around watermelons, because we was making a lot of money as watermelon farmers.
Definitely making a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, and then of course we got chickens, and we frying some chicken up. We doing our thing. Yeah. Taught the Koreans how to fry chicken.
Yeah. Soul brother. Now niggas want to say, Koreans got the best fried chicken. Man, that's some nigga shit. Come on, man. How many advancements, how many ideas, how many inventions have we lost to the white mob mentality? How many men minding their business? Wrong place, wrong time. White people with obviously nothing better to do. And they going out and free picking niggas. Throw a nigga in prison, frame a nigga for murder. Nigga kill his wife and frame it on a black person. Child, his daughter, anything, frame it on a black person so they don't have to deal with the consequences. This is the cowardice of white supremacy and white people in general. We already understand that these are the low men on the pole. I can do some of the most heinous shit and shift the blame to a black person. We see that even in modern day, niggas is getting masks, these prosthetic masks that make themselves look like black men and robbing stores. Yeah.
No, and nobody's gonna think about that. That seems like an obvious black crime to most people. How many ideas? Think about all the things we did during Reconstruction, all the things we invented that are pivotal to our basic functions today in society. Something as simple as the air conditioning unit or the stoplight, peanut butter, the refrigerator. All of these different inventions, all these different things that we've done to contribute to this society to constantly be treated as second class. But how many more could we have had? How many great men and women were lost to these white mob mentalities? How many black women resisted the advances of white men and paid the ultimate price for it with their lives? How much land? When a black man in the South was successful in business and owning more land than his white counterparts, and they frame him for a crime, or just come through and burn his fucking house down and then claim the land.
Yeah.
How much land has been lost to eminent domain because black people were thriving? Seneca Village. Think about this. The thing you call Central Park, this is an international attraction, used to once be a black community, a thriving black community. The whole structure and layout of New York City is racist. The structure of Atlanta is racist. They like to they try to drive fucking highways and interstates directly through our neighborhoods. And as you drive down 20, as soon as you get past H.E. Homes, that's all black neighborhoods.
Yep.
And it's a fucking expressway going right through the middle of it. Why? How much have we lost to this mentality of racism? And the thing is like, it would be easy for us to become hopeless, but for the most part, niggas is very hopeful and very optimistic. I know for one I am. We understand the plays that's been put down on us time and time again. Somewhere like Oscarville, and that was Lake Lanier. How many lives have been lost? No need to dwell on that. It's just about understanding. That's why the last 40 years, I'm gonna keep going back to it. It's important to see what else we've lost. See what we lost recently. Because one thing that we've really lost is our homes being a sanctuary. The home should be a place of peace, man. I love recording over here. Mm-hmm. People have suggested that we get our own studios, and maybe, we already have it. We already got our own studio. Yeah. But maybe even in the future, just for business purposes and, safety measures and things like that. Yeah, I mean, the bigger it gets, the more, the less comfortable I'm going to be sharing my address with people I don't know and shit like that. For the most part, our guests, we've had some type of rapport, and they got their own motion. They don't want nothing from me. They ain't, 9 times out of 10, they don't even live around here.
Right.
So it'll be fine. But as things expand, you need a brick and mortar spot to do these things at. So the home can be a sanctuary. How many kids is just waking up every day because of the stresses of their parents being woken up to yelling. Get your ass up out the bed and being fussed at first thing in the morning. That ain't no way to start your motherfucking day. Starting your child day off like that. Granny house used to be a safe spot. Like, you and your cousins, y'all just go over there and kick it. It's love. As long as y'all don't do too much, which I always do. Always do. But it's still love. And we got to get back to, like, our homes being a sanctuary. And it brings me to this idea that we talked about last week, or just in a previous episode about transitioning out of chaos. And a big part of that is how many people are never really moving in? You know what I'm saying? How many people are in apartments or homes right now that ain't fully furnished? And it's not even out of lack of resources. It's just, that's that being so used to being unstable. Mm-hmm. You don't want to get that comfortable. You don't want to have that permanence about your home, right? So we admire it when we see other people with these fully furnished houses and all these accessories and these accents and these color schemes. But how many people are in places and, they're just there. Yeah. They just taking up the space. I got a bed, I got a dresser, I got all the basic necessities, but there's no soul in there. There's no personality in there. There's nothing in there that really represents you and who you are, out of a fear of instability. So you're not really making your home a sanctuary. You live in constant anxiety about losing it. And maybe that a lot of people bounced around as children and been bounced around because their parents was unstable. But you have an opportunity now to create some stability for yourself. And a lot of that has to do with just moving in. You just got to move in. You shouldn't have boxes in that house that ain't been unpacked. You had to unpack them from somewhere else and you're going to keep them packed up in your new spot? That ain't how that's supposed to go, man. You can't, don't be scared to live in there. If it's rent, we know it's temporary. But man, that's a long year. Yeah. That's a long year you signing up for by not just fully moving in there. You already ready to go. You preparing to leave. So you never really claim this place as yours. You don't put no flair to it. There ain't no art in there. There ain't no family pictures. There's nothing representative of who you are. There's no representation of your spirit in there. Out of that fear come from being unstable. I understand. But that's a part of how you make it a sanctuary. It has to represent you. It needs to feel like you when you walk in there. That's why I chose, the Grits Next thing was cool, but I wanted these curtains and things to be yellow, to be bright. You want it to pop when you come in here. You want to feel that calming and that joyful energy that come along with being in the studio. And I think that's why our guests always are so comfortable about opening up. This shit feel like home.
Yeah.
You know, the adjustment that I don't have to make is the adjustment to quote unquote fame is an easy one because I just been being myself. So, you know, oftentimes you'll meet somebody that's like, they have a weird gimmick and then they be a cool nigga. But then what about these niggas that have a cool gimmick?
And they weird.
And they a weirdo.
Yeah.
Fucking real weirdo. Real loser in person. I think that's the thing that those streams, you know, all that streaming, that really bring out the worst in niggas because it's like you got to spend a lot of time on that camera.
Yeah.
And there ain't no script. So who you really are going to come out. I think that there's a skill and a talent to that streaming shit too because, you know, to be able to talk to people for that long and sustain attention, I mean, goddamn. You have to be a captivating figure to do that. And I think it is definitely a young man's game. Like, I ain't trying to do no streaming. 3 kids. These niggas it'll be they stream. I don't believe in exploiting your children for attention and views. I just think that that's odd. That's odd behavior because you know it lives on the internet forever. You have to push through that fear of instability. You have to push through that fear of finding a resting place for yourself. And you know all of these other topics that we covered, they breed fear. You know, like what we mentioned last time, like when we start doing too well, they try to come destroy it. So that has given us the mentality to not build at all. And you have to resist. You know, we can't keep looking back and quoting these leaders and these revolutionaries if we're not going to move like they moved. And at the times that they moved was a time you had to truly be fearless or you wouldn't say anything at all. Because these people paid the ultimate price for that shit. They paid with their lives. And a lot of them had, you put it as life's work, and they left the fucking country. You understand what I'm saying? So, in conclusion, today, before we do this movie review, bet on yourselves. Trust yourselves. Love yourselves. Love each other. And make your home a sanctuary. We'll be right back after this commercial break. We back. The woman in the yard.
Ooh.
All right, so look, this is going to be a spoiler alert. So we are about at the 38-minute mark. I go ahead and just fast forward. Tristan will do it. Tristan will figure it out. Tristan will put spoiler alert. Yeah. So just keep spoiler alert on the screen so that, I don't know, maybe don't even do that because then I can't. Nah. Yeah, don't put spoiler alert on the screen. Put it at the beginning. That way, when we do it on socials, it don't get in the way. Or maybe put it off to the side. You know, we do 16:9. Yeah, put that bitch off to the side.
He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. This is fucking genius.
Yeah.
The woman in the yard, when I saw the preview, I was like, oh, that looked like it might be good.
Right.
Nice. And Sinners, Ryan Coogler.
Mm-hmm.
This is made by Blumhouse. I said, hey, Blumhouse makes some good films.
Good horror.
Cabin Fever.
Yeah.
Some titties in Cabin Fever for the first time. White titties. White titties on Cabin Fever. Bitch start breaking out.
Just titties everywhere.
Skin start coming off her back. I was like, oh, shit. Damn.
Here
I was thinking we was getting nudes.
No, sir.
So the woman in the yard, you know, the preview. This is black horror. Love that. Love that all black cast.
Mm-hmm.
This movie has such a good build-up to end in the worst way that it could have possibly, like, just ruined the entire movie with the ending. To just have a nigga captivated for 80 minutes and to ruin it in 10.
Damn.
I mean, ruin it. Let's walk you through it. So, it starts out with a mom who is clearly depressed, leg injury, kids still need, power's off, house ain't quite put together, little fixer-upper.
Okay.
Where's dad? Well, dad moved him out to the country because mom couldn't take the pressures of the city. It was driving her crazy. It was giving her depression, all these different things, right? Then she's not even happy. Then she was on board about them moving to the country and getting a fixer-upper house and building their own sanctuary on a farm. But that didn't make her happy either. She felt unfulfilled. She's an artist. And maybe she just suffers from depression. either way, her and the son is at button heads the whole time. Son's obviously grieving his dad. Daughter is none the wiser, just too young to really understand the gravity of what's going on. But the mom is trying to hold it together the best she can, but she is being quite a bitch. You know what I mean? Like just that low, just not having enough energy. You know how it go, man. Just taking it out on the kids. This woman shows up in the yard, as we've seen, and it's in the title. This woman is representative of her depression, right? She's having ideations of killing her children, and all these different things are happening, even down to harming her children in general, and just not wanting to do this life thing anymore. And the thing that the lady in the yard, the woman in the yard says is, today's the day. Well, we're trying to figure out, like, today's the day for what? So, boom, 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 boom. We're going to move on forward. The whole thing is about her potentially losing her battle with depression. And it comes to a head where the woman in the yard just basically says, yeah, today's the day you're going to go ahead and kill yourself. You're going to, this is a movie about losing to suicide. The possibility of losing, not losing to suicide, but losing the ultimate fight to depression, which is suicide. And she says, what's going to happen to my kids? And these kids, from what they foreshadow, these kids going to live like very fulfilling lives. And then she just doesn't do it. And then they just live happily ever after. Like, nigga, what? All this scary, suspenseful shit. Her running away from the shadows. The woman in the yard controls the physical through the shadows, all this type shit. The only way to escape her is in pure darkness. It's crazy, right? Whole time she's the woman in the yard, and it's her depression. And they build all this shit up just to take this hard left turn into like, oh yeah, well, we live to fight another. Nah, she should have just knocked herself off. That would have been, it's a film. I'm not saying they support it. I'm saying that is what happens. Don't build it up like that, and then if you're not gonna go out with a literal bang, we should go out with a literal bang. If I'm telling you, that movie is a 5.5 out of 10. If she would have knocked herself off, clearly a cool 8, a great 8.
I haven't seen it, so I can only imagine. I haven't seen it.
I was pissed off. Fuck, I go to this nice ass movie theater to watch this bullshit for. Damn. Now I gotta go see Sinners, cleanse the palate. Michael B. Jordan playing twins and vampires. Yeah. Ryan Coogler, the most LA nigga of all time. God damn. What an accent. Yeah. Heavy accent on that nigga. What's up with him?
He can't turn it off.
He can't turn that shit off? Like, I mean, the LA accent is that close to proper English, and that nigga just, nah, fuck that. Yeah, homie. Yeah. So for this scene right here, this nigga talk like Franklin Saint. I'm just saying, bro, I'm not advocating for suicide. What I am saying is this is clearly where the movie's going. Yeah. Then take it there. We need an alternate ending. Take it there and then show us what type of lives the kids lead, like that the son gets the farm together and it becomes an actual sanctuary and the daughter goes on to be successful. Something like that. We can't get dad back. And it was kind of the mom's fault that the dad died. Because she told the kids that he was driving. Come out that she was driving. Why she get to live happily ever after with that? You kill these folks' daddy. Because you ain't happy. Because you depressed. You done killed this man. And then you gonna live to see another. Fuck that. End that. End it.
Knock yourself off.
Just go. We're not gonna build the movie up to this. All this suspense from the jump. Suspense and sadness. Mm-hmm. In a all of these like high intense like anxiety moments. Just to take a left turn into, oh, well, the woman in the yard, she might come back, but we beat her today. We know how to beat her next time. Man, fuck all that. She should have took the L. Yeah. Yeah, let's just make it a film for real.
They don't want to push the envelope no more.
Man, fuck that. If that was my movie, brains on the ceiling. Red rose, white ceiling. White rose, red ceiling. It would have been all that. Oh, God. How to Get My Man Back. Oh, shit.
God damn it.
God damn it. God damn it.
Gotta get your man back.
Hey, Deontay and Big Ice Cup. Love y'all. Deontay, I've been following on TikTok from the beginning. I love watching y'all grow into the position y'all are in now. And as soon as y'all come to the Midwest for a live show, I'll be front row. I love y'all, and I was Pan-African Studies major in college. Love the historical humor, the authentic and tangible takes on the Black community and culture. Thank you. Okay, my situation is a two-part scenario. I'm 25. My boyfriend, who is 27, of 2 years, broke up with me 2 months ago. A lot of twos.
222.
We in room 222.
Matt and them got that 22. I touch work like a convertible bird. Don't fuck with 22s. Magnum cost me 22. She in room
222. All right. She actually needs help.
All right.
I'm 25, too. And my boyfriend, who is 27, of 2 years, broke with me 2 months ago. He in room 222.
She ain't number 22.
Okay. But he was being emotionally distant about a month before that. I told him that I didn't keep an unexpected child, and he broke up with me 2 months later because he said it was a violation of trust. I didn't tell him initially because I felt like he would try to convince me to have the baby, even though in past hypothetical discussions, he said he would support me through whatever I decided. While he may be ready for kids, I definitely was not, and I was a huge pothead, and I drink a lot. But he broke up with me and still proceeded to get my hopes up about us getting back together, had sex with me twice the last 2 times I seen him. He told me that he would remain friends, but I haven't heard from him in over 2 months, which hurts because we used to talk and see each other every day, but I had to accept that. The breakup has been hard on me, but I respect his decision and have no choice but to move forward, hoping he'll forgive me or even take me back one day. Since then, I put the weed down. I've been abstinent, focusing on my mental and physical health. I plan on joining the military after I graduate my next degree. Goddamn. I have not talked to any men, which has been easy at times but really hard at others. Last weekend, I went out with friends, got really drunk, ended up going home with the guy. Conversation was good and cute, but I was way more intoxicated than he was. But I thought he was feeling me, so he came to my house and we had sex. It was the worst. Lasted all of 2 seconds. Then he just dipped out on me like I wasn't expecting a relationship, but at least a genuine interaction, not just fucking me and hightailing it out of there. Maybe he was embarrassed. I have not heard from the man, but I did end up blocking him, and I just feel so bad about myself. I am a fairy tale girl deep down. I think every man I encounter that I like could be my man, and I feel that men smell the weakness on me. From a male perspective, do y'all have any advice on this and how I can feel better about myself? Do you have any advice on moving on, being abstinent, or how I can get my old thing back? Because he used to be obsessed with me and love me so well. We had our problems, but overall, I really miss him being in my life and being there for me. He was a good man that I took for granted due to how I was treated in the past by men. I know he would have taken care of me and treated me right, or should I just stay lonely and leave these men alone altogether? Well, okay, well, first of all, y'all in a relationship.
Well, they were in a relationship.
They were in a relationship. You have to tell. You can't just get rid of the man's potential child and think that he gonna be okay with it. Also, even if he said he would support you in whatever decision you make, he can't support you if he don't know the decision is being made. Is that worthy of breakup? I don't know. Evidently, he thought it was. I think that going backwards towards him is only going to cause you more pain, because especially with all the time passing along, he done clearly moved on. Like, he done had sex with you and kept it pushing.
Yeah.
The situation with, oh boy, like you got drunk and then, he gave you some whack dick and kept it pushing. That's really more of a reflection of him than it is of you. Shit happens. Yeah, that shit happens, I would say the thing that seems to be cutting through here is that there's some heavy intoxication going on with the alcohol. Mm-hmm. You're going a little too hard on the sauce. And you're just not dealing with your, at this point, at this juncture, when you still are longing for something that you once had, I think the most important thing you can do is just to push through that. Like, you're not going to be able to replace that with another person. You're not going to fix it by drinking yourself to death. You're going to have to deal with this hurt. Mm-hmm. I don't know. The abstinence is whatever, if that's what it would take for you to, get through the situation and maybe get through it. I don't have any advice on abstinence because I have never been abstinent.
Neither have I.
Maybe I need to try some abstinence. Maybe I need to abstain. Shout out to Falazul though. She sent me a 30-day mushroom supplement, but she was like, the only way it's gonna be effective is if you don't drink. So I started today. So guess no drinking for 30 days.
All right.
We'll see how that goes. I'm stronger. I'm wiser. Yeah, this is you just going through it, man. You're just going through a breakup. Like that's all that really is. I think all these questions are natural, but I think that you're gonna have to accept the reality that you made some mistakes. Things didn't work out, but there are other good guys in the world. But you're gonna have to be mindful of, being a better you, so that when that next good guy comes along, you can really show up. Because you should have that's a life impact, like a life changing situation is a baby being brought into the mix. And if you weren't ready for that, that's still a conversation that you would have to have with your partner. Mm-hmm. You can imagine that it's not even about that. It's about the principle of, if you did that behind my back and something that big behind my back, what else would you do behind my back and not tell me?
Yeah.
And this is probably where the mind went to. So now you making him call into question everything that he might not know. And he lost his trust for you. And, there's no worse position to be in a relationship than being with somebody that you can't trust. Because that means every time they leave the house, you just anxiety.
Exactly.
You just anxiety.
What is she doing now?
Is she going to get another abortion?
Man.
Just real. Real. That is how it goes. We are sorry for you, having this hard breakup. But now is the time more than ever to focus on yourself. You obviously aren't ready to kind of move forward. And also, like, you have to lower your expectations for people when you are, like, rushing into sex. You don't know enough about them. Then you also don't know how they act after post-sex. And you don't know if that's all they were after in the first place. So maybe a little bit of that abstinence need to just be, like, getting to know a person before we move so quickly into sex. Or if you want to move quickly into sex, have the expectation that things might not go the way that you want them to go. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a lover girl or creating like little fairy tales and delusion, but you have to stay rooted in reality. And I think if we're gonna go the abstinent route, then really go that route. You know what I mean? If we're gonna put the alcohol down, really go that route. Like really just commit to it. Give yourself a year to commit to something, and give yourself a year to really just be with yourself and be by yourself. And then you can, you'll be in a better position to make some big decisions like this. I mean, also, too, you just finna go to the military. Like, don't go to the military and just get married to some random nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why at 25 you going into the military, but obviously this is something that you see as being a positive step for you. And if you're going to go do that, then you need to go to the military and get what you're trying to get out of them and lock in, and don't end up in a fucking marriage, with a stranger because of some benefits. Like, just make sure you stay focused and stay on your square and do what you're supposed to do. And we wish you all the best. Thank you for writing in. We need more men in trades. Well,
that's not what we advocate over.
Well, you reached out to the right people. Yeah. Love what you do. What's up, Deontay Big Ice Cup? Love what y'all do. I'm blank, 26-year-old man from Georgia. Valdosta, though, not the A, but I relate to y'all in so many ways when y'all talk about getting that junkie gene. I'm a product of two of them motherfuckers. When you say we need more men in trades or in the military, or how the military isn't a bad idea for someone, I'm in the Space Force and I currently recruit for them, and I want to push this on our people because there's a lot of people that don't know it's an option. We provide 3 different career opportunities on the enlisted side. They are all STEM-based, but you don't need a STEM background to join. Just make a qualifying ASVAB. We offer space systems operations, intelligence, cyber operations. If they have any questions, my Instagram is recruited by Sergeant Griffin, shameless plug. Recruited by SGT Griffin. But y'all continue to make a difference, making people laugh while also making them think is a great skill. Hit me back with y'all sizes so I can send y'all some Space Force merch. Well,
get the Space Force merch?
Shit.
Damn, we're going to space, son.
We are going to space, guys. I ain't shit, man. That young lady said she finna go to the military.
Yeah.
Go to the Space Force.
space it out.
Yeah, go get that STEM degree.
Yeah.
Go get that Space Force up. All right, well, appreciate it, Sergeant Griffin. We got 2 call-ins. Let's do it.
What up, Deontay and Big Ice Cup Cats? I love the pod. I love the clips on TikTok. I'm a huge fan. I'm trying to keep this as short and sweet as possible. My name is Camille. I'm 24. I'm from the Dallas area. So everything y'all say about the South music, like, you know what I'm saying, resonates with me. What I really would like to ask y'all is, well, just to give y'all a quick little background, I work in youth sports, primarily youth basketball, and over the years, I've noticed that, like, the price in, like, our people getting pushed out of youth sports, whether that be basketball, football, soccer, whatever. I just wanted to get y'all two's perspective on the importance of youth sports and the decline of that in our community, and like kind of like the pipeline and the importance of keeping kids active and busy. Not so much so like on the sense of going to the league, because, you know, hoop dreams and ball dreams, we put the ball down and go to a school. You know what I'm saying? You know, put the ball down and become an electrician. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of like just the development of community youth sports, learning how to be around social kids, what would be y'all's perspective on like the importance of that? I'm thinking about starting a nonprofit that helps kids that come from families that maybe can't afford youth sports now. I mean, even at the local YMCA, it's $150 to play for a single season. So, and that's kind of crazy. When I was hooping back in the day, like, it was maybe like 75, you know what I'm saying? You could play for the whole season. So that's really just like what I want to get y'all opinion on, just because I just want to see how our community feels about it. Not just y'all, but also the commenters as well, and our y'all's viewers as well. I just want to see what y'all's perspective on it and what the importance of it is, and if that's something that would be a good nonprofit to start and something that would be beneficial for our community. Either way, thanks for putting on this podcast, putting on the clips. Slowly but surely, y'all are building the community that we need and exposing the perspective that we need to see. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that other shit. It's us first. And once we get that, we'll be good. So thank you again. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you. I think team sports is extremely...
What up, Deontay and Big Ice Cup?
Run it back. Run it back.
Shit. I think that team sports are extremely important to, like, you know, social development and things like that.
For sure.
I played sports all the way up until 9th grade. I love playing sports too. I really never thought about the like league or anything like that. It was just something to enjoy doing. You know, sometimes you daydream about hitting a home run in the bottom of the ninth with the bases loaded, but you know the reality is just good to be having that camaraderie, and you know you develop a lot of social skills from doing things like that, and you understand, you know, how to be coachable and how to take criticism, and you know the idea of like, you know, not having a good day but getting back out there tomorrow. You know, those are all like pertinent in life skills that you need to learn at some point that you probably won't learn on a video game, or, you know, just being cooped up in the house streaming or doing any other shit like that. And I do think, you know, just on a social interaction level, it's a great thing to experience. I do think that they are kind of making it to a point where playing sports has become a privilege. And it's for a privileged class. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, equipment sports like lacrosse and tennis and golf, even down to baseball, you know, these things are expensive just to have the gear to do it. But now we getting into a point where, you know, they're making basketball more about like, if you're not in AAU, you really don't have a shot. Just playing in high school ain't enough. You got to be playing all year round. Travel ball is extremely expensive. And, you know, yeah, I think it's a shame. Like there should be some more avenues for people with, you know, less money, or just, you know, more unfortunate circumstances going on where they can't afford, you know, to pay $150 just to play basketball, because it's $150 for the basketball, but you got to have the proper sneakers, and you know you're going to make them pay for the jerseys, and, you know, if they have to travel, yeah, those travel expenses. So I think a nonprofit surrounding, you know, advocating for like the youth and team sports, just based on the, the skills that they'll develop, not only social, but like physically, just being physical and having that condition and, good physical fitness. I mean, that's important as well. So I think that the nonprofit surrounding that would be a really good thing and a really positive thing. And it's also a way to reinforce some real life lessons and help kids be realistic about what their potential is to be in that top 1% of athletics. What you think?
No, I agree. My son played football for City of Atlanta Parks. They didn't really charge us anything because it was like a city thing and everything was donated. So he got to play. He played in the hood and he played in Mechanicsville. So, but I think that's a thing too. Like we have to get back to community. Like that was community based where he played at. So everybody, like their biggest rival, it was Pittsburgh versus Mechanicsville.
Right.
So Dunbar Park versus Pittman Park, that was the rival.
Right.
But they've been doing that for years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like since like my pop's age, like they've been doing that. That's been like something been going on for years, like the city parks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like she said she live in Dallas. I'm not sure if they have like city youth football league or city youth sports. But if not, try to rally some troops up, start your organization and ask for some donations and get started that way. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool too. Oh yeah, man. Thanks for calling in. Caller number 2.
What up, Deontay? What up, Big Ice Cup Cat? It's your boy Corey from Nashville, fellow truck driver myself. Man, I just had to say, I love what you're doing with the pod. I discovered you probably, I think, around episode 50, 51, something like that. From one of your clips on TikTok. So me being a truck driver, I had to go back and listen to the whole spiel on Spotify. Next thing I know, man, I went all the way back to episode 1. Started listening to them things while I drive, man. Good props to you, man. I done listened to every episode. Driving these trucks, that ain't hard to do. Got to find a good pod. About to buy some merch. Getting ready to subscribe to you on Patreon. Love what y'all doing, man. Keep up the good work. Peace.
Hey, be safe out there, driver. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Man, bruh. That's love, bro. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing better than a good podcast when you're on that road, bro. That's how I fell into that Joe Budden hole. Joe Budden, man. You go discuss. Like, it was like Joe Budden, Joe Rogan, Tim Dillon, and Bodega Boys. I was like, yeah, buddy.
He was locked in.
I'm locked in. I got a pod every day. I can get this shit going. And it does help because it gets you to thinking, but it also gives you something to focus on besides, there's sometimes the road can get grueling, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going doing that state to state and you're doing 500 mile turnarounds, sometimes 1,200 mile turnarounds and shit. Shit they call a turn and burn. You drive 800 miles somewhere and then they send you back 1,200. You making good money, but goddamn, boy, it's a lot. You got to be on that stool the whole time.
Yeah.
Start losing your back.
Your back start disintegrating.
Yeah. Start losing that motherfucker, man. Shit back start getting weak.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, we appreciate that, bro. We appreciate the support. All the truck drivers out there should be subscribed to the Patreon.
Facts. Nah, that's facts.
No, we can start panhandling for real.
Yeah. All my truck drivers.
All my people say, come on, subscribe. we got the cup right here. Come fuck with us. We just need $8.
$8.
We just need $8.
That's all we need.
That's all we need, man. Come on, baby.
Help a brother out. Help a brother out.
Come on, man. Don't you want to see a black man shine? Man, well, I think it's me and Big Ice Cup are actual friends, so we don't have to worry about any breakups ensuing. We're just gonna, I think that the main thing is the main thing. Stick to the message, keep it fun, keep some current events going. Before we go, I think this whole thing. So first of all, rest in peace, young Scooter.
Yeah, for sure.
Dying on your birthday, man, it's crazy.
Tough.
Dying by the hands of the Atlanta PD, even crazier.
But they said they didn't shoot him. He ran and broke his leg, and he died that way. They didn't shoot or anything.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It's a crazy story.
Yeah,
they didn't shoot. They left no shots.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So what happened?
They say he jumped 2 fences. He sustained a great leg injury, and
he might have hit punctured
he
artery.
punctured an artery or something. Probably. Yeah. They say he broke his femur.
Yeah, he probably punctured an artery then.
And he bled out.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
that's sad. Damn. Rest in peace, young Scooter. Also, rest in peace. Well, I mean, yeah, rest in peace, Mo 3. But like, bruh,
That's crazy.
did you see that video?
I seen the video.
You know, in hindsight, it seems a little insensitive, but like, why the fuck did he get out the car?
I think when they shot the car and it hit the motor or something. He couldn't move no more.
Oh, yeah.
I think like they shot the radiator or something. He couldn't. It wouldn't go.
Yeah.
So he got out.
Had to get out.
Yeah.
But Yellow Beezy, god damn, brother.
Yeah. But I heard this they had a diss song. Mo 3 had a diss song against Yellow Beezy with describing everything he did to Yellow Beezy in the song.
Ah, yeah.
So
I mean, it's just street politics,
yeah.
but like when you that big,
yeah,
you can't be paying for hits, man. That shit gonna come back to bite you.
It's gonna come back, yeah.
Because I mean, you know, everybody real until they start sitting in their damn cell.
For sure.
You know, they're just like even the thing with like the big U and you know all that. Like niggas think they done got away with some shit. They start running their mouth and
think they untouchable.
Yeah, that I mean, you know, it's a lot of you know like that. The young rapper, I don't know who he was with. Sauce Walker.
Oh yeah, dude from Memphis.
Yeah. It's just crazy, like you know that rap shit be like that. Like we be having these seasons where like these rappers they just start disappearing from the street.
Yeah,
either from being incarcerated or being murdered, and it's like shit is insane, bro. That shit may be more dangerous than the streets because now you're sustained by your stories, right? Like your whole career is storytelling and having to remain real. You know what I mean? Because if you sell out, like somebody like a Lil Bibby came out with the drill music scene, but was actually smart and was like, yeah, this shit ain't it. And it's like, this shit like that cost you a career.
Yeah.
Because when people feel like you lose that edge, it's like, they don't want to listen to you no more. And it gets me to thinking about like, that rap shit is like, it's just like become a caricature for black people. And you got to live and die by that shit.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, like, living out your raps, you're going to end up dead or in jail.
I mean, I think Chief Keef has a great blueprint. Whatever he's following.
Well, the thing is, he just stayed the fuck out of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He come back and do his business, but he ain't just out there hanging out. You know, a lot of rappers do that and shit like that. The smart ones, you know what I mean? Like Boosie had all that trouble in Louisiana, moved his ass to Georgia. Yeah. And Boosie stay in some damn trouble. Boosie ass crazy.
He funny as hell.
He's funny as a motherfucker though. But yeah, man, great episode today.
Yeah. Back
on the Wednesday schedule.
Yeah, because we kind of. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, Big Cat, man. You know.
Don't blame it on me.
Hey, man, I don't know what's up with Big Cat.
Don't blame it on me, man.
Big Cat was under the weather.
I have nothing to do with the editing of that shit.
Nah, my ass was outside. Drinking that lemonade and tequila.
Oh my god.
And then tequila.
Nigga opened up, had a whole episode.
What?
You opened up and had a whole episode about alcoholism.
Went right back to drinks.
Oh shit!
It's a work in progress, man.
But we real though.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like,
we real. We real people.
Day 7 on my super. No, I'm not. I just drunk last night.
Yeah, and the tequila.
That tequila and lemonade.
Yeah,
I like that. Little Lobos Blanco.
Yeah, little sweet, little tart.
Little tart.
Yeah,
little lemonade.
Why not?
Hella ice.
Hey, it's like a good day to me.
Drink that bitch out of straw.
Springtime, baby.
Huh? Feel like you're in a Beach Boys video. If you like being like a lotus,
getting caught
in the rain. That's episode 59, man. We'll see y'all next week. Matter of fact, if you pay $8 a day, you see us on Patreon.
See us on Patreon.